My God. Are we going to ever have a slow news day ever, ever again? So, I'm here chilling and I'm checking out Tiffany Henyard thrown off the ballot for Thornton Township. My God. Hey, Michael Donna, what's up? Hello, handsome. Hello, my love. Hello, my love, love, love. So, Michael Donna, did you hear about Tiffany? Or have you heard of Tiffany Henyard before? Who is Tiffany Henyard? If you haven't, when you go on YouTube and you do a relaxing on my day off, oh, I'm so glad you are. I'm so glad. Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it wonderful to have a day off? No, ma'am. Hi, baby. Call me no, ma'am. Oh, so respectful. Oh my God, that feels so good to be respected because I was so disrespected the other day. But moving right along, moving right along. So Tiffany Henyard, to give a brief, Tiffany Henyard. I'm not going to look it up. I'm just going to tell you. She represents the Democrat Party. I mean, we have to call them out in spite of party. I mean, I think it matters sometimes, but I think if your ass is wrong, you're just wrong. And so Tiffany Henyard is here. And she is one of these gutter, ratchet, trash um, type of people. She, uh, I believe she's a, she was voted in as mayor of Dalton, Illinois. And if you Google her, you will see her ratchetness, the way she talks down on people, the way she trashes people. My hubby's texting me. Oh, my hubby's texting me. I mean, she's just gutter trash. I'm just telling you. And what I've heard a lot about is that she's been stealing money. She doesn't pay her bills. I mean, the point is, people just got effing fed up and did not put her on the ballot. Thank gosh. Oh my God. So I was looking at this right now and I'm going to play how I mean, she hasn't been paying bills, she's been stealing money. I mean, it's been, when I say ratchetness to its highest ratchetness, let me see if I can quickly put up the drama and play it here and let you all show you all what's going down with this ratchet heifer. And I don't know if ratchet is appropriate for her. She's downright just gutter. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to see if I could. I am challenged a little bit, so I've been trying to challenge myself and becoming better when it comes to navigating through my devices because I was in the middle of watching the congressional hearing with acting director of Secret Service on Trump's assassination. Oh, that was on July 13. Huh. Yeah, I think that's suspect all the way around. I mean, I'm just saying. I can be, fair with judging things and not be so biased. I'm not so blind. I mean, I'm calling out a Democrat right now, Tiffany Henyard, Dalton Mayer, and said boyfriend and her were earning over $300,000 together. Oh my God. I'm trying to find it where I could play it here. For us live. Whew, she's a headache. But I'm trying to find how I can navigate on here. I'm home. I want to go to history. History. And I'm trying to find the footage to show you all because I can't break it down well enough and fair enough. It's like you have to see it to believe it. Because you'll be like, I mean, we're mature. We understand descriptions, but you have to see it. You have to see it. If I could ever find it, I could pull it up on my TV, but I'm trying to find how do I look up history on my telephone? Okay, I'm showing my age. I said telephone. It's cell phone. Breaking news, live updates, breaking news. I am trying to find on my Android. Hello, Lola. Hot sauce. I am trying to find the thing here. But anyway, she's ratchetness to the 100th power. Maybe I could find it on news here. I'm just trying to find up history because, uh, okay, I found it. I think I did. It's like I have to go through the process of struggling, to really figure things out. Okay, I got a text. I went to a doctor yesterday. It's too early to fill my order. Okay, I have to just give them a call. And then hubby sent me a text. Oh, he wants to get a Christmas banner for our door. My honey, he's such in the Christmas spirit. And he helps me get into the Christmas spirit. So he's just amazing like that. Um, so I'm looking up history right now. I don't want to search watch history. I want to search history. Okay. And I got to show y'all this. I'm sorry I'm taking so long. It's like for me to, the devices on my computer, my desktop, versus the Apple iPad, versus my cell phone. YouTube operates differently on all of them. Oh, I know why it's not pulling up because I'm under a different account. Okay. Oh, okay. I got it now. It makes sense. See? I had to have an aha moment. So, how y'all doing today? I'm relaxing here. I can't wait to watch some football tonight. Oh my God, I'll be in Mark's chat. Uh, I can't wait to check it out. Check it out. Okay, I knew I was under a different account. Okay, Tiffany Henyard. Okay, I can find it now. I wonder why it wasn't popping up because I was under a different account. Okay, so it says Tiffany Henyard. Let me give you some. Let me give you. All y'all sharing some love with each other. Let me give you some historic. Let's see if we can. It's crazy. Okay, I found it. I was wondering why I couldn't find it. Okay.
Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard has a new crisis on her hands. She's being booted out of her home. Fox 32 has obtained copies of an eviction notice filed in Cook County Court against Henyard and her boyfriend, Kamal Woods. Henyard has been renting a home in the 14600 block of South Harvard for the past 3 years. But the owner of the home told us Henyard and Woods are behind on the rent in no more than $3,300. The notice also says Henyard has refused to allow an inspection of that property. Now, we reached out to her attorney, who texted back that he believes the story is false and that no rent payment was ever missed.
Okay, that was quick. So just the idea of knowing this person is behind in her rent, she doesn't want to pay her bills. Um, let's see. Let me see if I can find some ratchetness going on with her. She's ratchet. When I tell you she's ratchet, y'all, I know my tone makes it sound soft, but she is horrible. Oh my God, they even said there's a worse one than her? Nowhere to be found 2 months ago. Okay. Oh, she's horrible. She doesn't want to pay her bills. Tiffany Henyard party goes on despite trustees' effort to run for a re-election. God dang. Let's see. Let's see what this says. Okay. Let's see. But I wanted to try to get a briefing of that you all see her ratchetness in all its glory. In all its glory. Okay. Here it is.
She's facing multiple investigations, accused of misusing village funds, but that's not stopping Delton Mayor Tiffany Henyard from running for re-election. Our Jermont Terry has been covering this saga for years and is here now with her announcement and the opponent she'll face. Jermont. Joe and Erica, the election is not until 2025, yet Tiffany Henyard has officially decided she wants to stay as mayor despite the cloud of controversy surrounding her. Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution. Back in 2021, Tiffany Henyard was sworn in as the mayor of Dalton, the youngest and first Black woman to hold the position. Yet since becoming mayor, she's made headlines in what some would say for all the wrong reasons. After 1 year in office in June 2022, voters recalled her. Yet Henyard fought back in the Illinois appellate courts throughout recall votes, resulting in this celebratory Henyard at the start of a city council meeting. Ain't no stopping us now! Since then, Dalton trustees have been fighting to stop her every move. For 3 years, Henyard's spending has been called into question. Back in April, shaky cell phone video showed 4 plainclothes FBI agents at the Village Hall lobby. Subpoenas later revealed the FBI was looking into Dalton's financial records. It's led to explosive city meetings where many have called for Henyard to step aside. Yet on social media, Henyard writes, "I'm running for re-election of mayor of Dalton.
Tiffany Henyard,
support me and my
most
team,
trifling ratchetness ever, ever.
Henyard has plans to stick around despite ongoing probes, orders from judges forbidding
out of Illinois,
any appointments, and possible eviction from her home. And she's done her share of suing too. Last week, she filed suit against 4 board members and the park district.
They're trying to get her out. Okay, so this is not good enough. But that gives you, so who this is,
the ticket is quickly filling up. One trustee, Jason,
is Tiffany Henyard. She has been removed from the ballot.
In the control room, Jermont Terry, CBS News, Chicago.
Off the ballot. I'm trying to check my message too. So like I said, I'm challenged, but I just want to make sure I'm not missing out on anything while I'm live. Okay. Okay, good. Our blood work has made it in. Okay, so let me get back up here. Let me read this. I was in the middle of watching. Okay, I see that. Ronald Rowe, SS Director and Congressman from Texas, had a major blow up during the hearing itself. Wow. Lola says, "Hey, Rhonda. Hey, sis." Lola, that Callie hot sauce. And then Mike Aldana says, Zach Martin will be out for the season, ending ankle surgery and possibly ending his playing career. Wow. And there's always somebody with their iPhone out. Right. Let me see if I can get let me zero this down. Tiffany Henyard, bad attitude, ratchetness. Let's just get to the juice of this. The point is that everybody called her ass out and did not add her to the ballot. Thank God, because she's been booed out of board meetings. When I say ratchet, y'all, she calls out people disrespectfully. She's trash to the 10th power. Deputies trying to serve her. Dalton Tiffany and her boyfriend given an eviction. Controversial mayor. I'm trying to find her ratchetness so it can have just some ratchetness going on that you can see. She loses lawsuit. She's considered as the worst mayor in America. Okay, I think I found something here. Maybe she's the worst mayor in America. And when I say ratchet, she's there. Let's see if I can find. Okay, I can pull it up faster now. The thesis of Medea. Oh, honey, Medea. Whew. This woman, she makes Medea look like the sweetest angel in the world. I want to give examples of Tiffany Henyard. Okay, I want to just give some. She's just been given Illinois hell. Okay, I think I found something here. Worst mayor in America. Okay.
The other big story tonight, maybe the most chaotic meeting yet in troubled South Suburban Dalton. Nate Rogers sorting out another confrontation involving the mayor, the board, and the public. Nate.
You guys, this Board of Trustees meeting ended early tonight with 4 trustees actually walking out abruptly.
This is an example of her ratchetness. You gotta Google it, check her out. This doesn't do her justice. This is she's considered as the worst mayor in America. She's a Democrat. Well, she's not gonna be on the ballot because people voted her ass out. And I'll show you in just a second some current information from today, an update on how she won't be on there, because guess what? These people are tired of her.
I want you to listen to what happened outside first.
But at least the majority of the people in Dalton should be able to think like the mayor does. She's scary. She's absolutely scary.
Why can't we get in our public building to have meetings? Why are meetings being canceled? Why can't we have transparency?
This is what she's doing. This Tiffany Henyard. Watch it.
Residents calling on Dalton Mayor and Thornton Township Supervisor Tiffany Henyard to resign. She's been criticized for mismanaging village funds and dividing the Board of Trustees. The meeting comes amid a sexual harassment and retaliation complaint against Henyard. A former employee says she was sexually assaulted during a work trip in Las Vegas last year. The complaint says the employee was disoriented and unsure how she woke up inside a village trustee's hotel room. When
What?
she spoke up about the former employee's claims, when she spoke up, about the claims, she was retaliated against, she says, and later fired. The FBI is now looking into village practices.
You know what happened in Vegas. You know what happened. And you should be addressing it, saying something to the residents about it.
I have cancer. Of course I do. Tiffany stole money from a cancer foundation. How dare you? How dare you steal? And I helped you you with your campaign. How dare you steal from us? I had to buy my wigs. Are you going to reimburse me for the wigs that I've been spending my money on? They say that you're the worst mayor in America. I agree.
Now, no one is in custody, and no charges have been filed following that former employee's complaint. Also, the trustee accused was absent from tonight's meeting. Residents said that trustee should resign as well. Residents also wore blue ribbons in support of victims of sexual abuse. Now, back out here live, just a little bit more on background. We've learned that this was the first time that metal detectors were used. The acting police chief saying that they received credible threats even today about this meeting, and that's why folks were taken through metal detectors and wanded down. Again, 4 out of their 6 trustees did leave the meeting early. Mayor Tiffany Henyard did criticize those board of trustees for leaving, saying that she
wow. Okay, so that's just some examples.
She was unable
and that's new for me. That's new for me about the sexual assault thing out of Las Vegas. What the hell, girl? That crazy effing nut. She sits up there and she blasts, insults people terribly. I'm not talking about a heated debate here. She's been stealing money. Tiffany need to be locked up. These are people reacting. Delton Mayor Tiffany announces $1 million giveaway. She's just a joke. People are fed up. There's a criminal investigation. She's just... Chicago's news has been just full of just talking about her and her trifleness. And these are just... Delton trustees investigate Mayor Tiffany. Township trustees. I mean, and who told me about this? I believe my daughter told me about this like probably a year ago, a little less than a year ago. She told me about him. And I was like, huh? So when I heard her describing her, I'm like, okay, I get what ratchetness is, right? As far as the capacity of my little brain could hold. Get rid of her then. Oh, yeah. So what I'm going to do is show you, because you all can Google her ratchetness. There's a list of it. That's just a little bit of that. But I'm going to show you what happened today. I'm going to show you what happened today. Tiffany Henyard pushed off or thrown off the ballot. Let's look this up. Okay, I found something. I'm getting around, y'all. Okay, here it goes. Here it goes. Oh my God. Y'all know how I am about my politics, y'all. I find good politics. Even if their politics is bad, it doesn't mean my politics is bad. Okay. I'm going to find it. I found it, actually. She was thrown off the ballot. My God, Donna. And they're excited because they're like, homegirl can't represent us because she had never been representing us. Here it is. This is today. This is yesterday, actually, one day ago.
This rowdy caucus tonight, her name will not be on the ballot. Our Jermont Terry has been following the South suburban political drama for years now. He is live with what happened and Henyard's emotional reaction. Jermont.
Erica and Joe, Tiffany Henyard likes to tell people, quote,
Let me educate you on how this works. Well, tonight you can say she was schooled on how the Democratic caucus works right here in Thornton Township. You can also say that she flunked out because her name is not appearing on the ballot.
What?
Folks lined up early and in the cold for the Thornton Township Democratic Caucus. Everyone outside and those inside the auditorium were here to vote on who will be the Democratic nominees in the township, including the coveted supervisor position. And Tuesday night's caucus left the current supervisor, Tiffany Henyard, fuming.
It's the right way. Illegal. Napoleon.
That's Henyard pleading her case to committeeman State Senator Napoleon Harris. As a committeeman, Harris set the rules Tuesday night, the first caucus in Thornton Township in nearly 30 years. The person who says this seems to be outdated, you say what to that?
People in Thornton Township may be new to caucuses because they haven't had them in a while, but this has been a tradition for many other townships around the state.
And those in this room came out to see if Henyard would get the nomination, an uphill battle for the controversy surrounding her administration. Henyard was not in favor of the caucus.
I will be suing everybody tomorrow. This is illegal.
This is illegal in your opinion?
Illegal.
Okay, so let's talk about it. I mean, your concern is you brought people in to free bus.
All the people outside, they let not one person in.
Henyard used Thornton Township buses to transport supporters, mostly seniors. Yet many of the supporters did not get inside the packed auditorium of 600 people.
This is a process that's been going on way before me, and it's just I'm exercising my rights as a committeeman to hold a caucus.
And it is legal. When it was all said and done, the caucus voted, and Henyard did not get the nomination. Yet listen to who the caucus placed on the ballot.
The Democratic slate that would represent Thornton Township at the April 1st consolidated election reads as follows. For Supervisor, Napoleon Harris.
Henyard left emotional and upset knowing her name will not appear on the April ballot, to the pleasure of many in the room.
I think it's very unfair that I don't get a chance to make the decision of who I want where.
Who did you want to vote for?
I wanted to vote for Tiffany. She came late,
And then she had an attitude because they couldn't get in.
Henyard can only become a write-in candidate, which her supporters say is not impossible.
For enough people know her name to write her name in, and I believe we can still win it.
Now, to break it down, tonight's caucus was essentially the primary election, and other townships held their caucuses as well on this Tuesday. Now, since she did not win the nomination, Henyard cannot run as an independent, so her only option at this hour is a write-in candidate. Reporting live in Homewood tonight, I'm Jermont here, CBS News, Chicago. Joe and Erica.
A wild night. Jermont, thank you very much.
Yeah. I call out Republicans. I'm a proud Democrat. But if you're a Democrat and you are like this, where you're stealing money and you're sexually assaulting people, what do I see in the chat room? Oh my God. Nadia Lista 90s. Hello, my beautiful niece. This is the circle I love. This is the circle I love. You know, I put out a video earlier talking about, you know, basically don't dumb yourself down, you know, just to feel that you can be a part of something that's really not meant for you to be a part of. I wanted to also share with you the language where I was insulted, because a lot of people they're so kind. They really don't want to elaborate a whole lot, but they're aware of the situation. But they want to know about it. So I'm going to share with you all, and I'm saying this not because he's on my mind like that, but he's on my mind. Twits Digger is on my mind. And speaking of complete ratchetness and gutter trash, that's who he is. And I'm speaking on it because I need to be transparent with you all, because I feel like I'm not the only one that feels like that about certain people and the experiences that we have where, you know, YouTube guidelines should be protecting us if we report things, right? So I'll give you some examples on how, when I was in, just giving a little bit of an update. I was in Dan Celio's chat room, not Mark Holmes' chat room. I was in Dan Celio's chat room. And I just found out late yesterday. I wasn't aware that he was honestly an Eagles fan. From what I'm looking at, I could be wrong. Correct me if I am, but I was just looking at his banner, his YouTube banner, and it's in support of Eagles. So that really didn't resonate with me in a way to, to be attacked the way I was. And I could say that when I was attacked, I understand football trash talk because I do it all the time. But I never crossed the line into talking about someone's family, someone's disability, age. I understand we talk about Jerry Jones' age, but we're not talking about it in a way to, like wish him off the face of the earth, right? And I experienced misogyny. I'm going to give this list to you of what he had said. The chat is available. It's available on chat replay. In case this video is removed by said party, I had copied the whole chat replay. So if you would like to have an email of this, I would be more than happy to email you the conversation. And the reason why I feel this is important, because it's good for us to understand, number one, who we have around us. It's also good to understand that there are things that we can do not to be around, things like that. And there are things we could do to, help ourselves have a decent experience on a platform for which these lynch mobs do not own. And then Michael Don says, did you see Occupy Democrats' YouTube channel will be weaponized against Trump and his cronies throughout his second administration, freedom of the press? Way! I'm excited about that. As far as weaponizing against him, because, there's a lot of things he's been threatening, and he doesn't give a damn about, Trump doesn't give a damn about the rules of the press. And there are rules that are put into place where even a president doesn't have the power to touch that at all. So the more that we get into this election, into this eventually swearing in Trump as their president, not mine, we find out that there are some things that can be utilized to help protect and save democracy. I'm big on saying that word clearly because this is what it's about. It's about protecting our democracy. And, we've been saying this for years, and I think there's a lot of people out there that had really not taken it seriously. And unfortunately, there are some people that are moved easily by just, being just by reading and listening. And there are some people who are not moved easily. And it's like they have to actually witness the tornado. They have to actually feel inflicted. And that's just how people are wired differently, around this country. There's a lot of people that's very nonchalant about things, and that's how they're wired. I'm a person that I want to be aware of my surroundings. Thank you for that, Mike Aldana, for that update too. I love updates. Thank you. And shout out to Mike Aldana for the emails. Oh my God. And shout out to my sister Lola for just a healthy conversation on on the phone. I just adore her, and I love her, and I love you all. Some Republicans are regretting their vote. Oh my gosh, yes they are. Um, Big time Republicans and MAGA. She heard my voice. Oh yes, Lola, y'all. Lola is exactly what I had described through energy. But talking to Lola, my sister, shout out to her in the chat room. Um, Talking to her on the phone is such a beautiful experience. I'm trying to find the beautiful words for it. That is, you know how when they say how holy water has powers. I'm just saying, Lola has this energy about her that, and her voice, um, it just resonates. It resonates beauty. It resonates confidence. It resonates her beautiful heart. It resonates intelligence and her ability to be able to, use her third eye and see things and be protective of what she loves. But she's like holy water. She just makes you feel wonderful because of her energy and because of her voice. And her voice is so beautiful. I remember when people first heard my voice, and I was receiving just some incredible compliments. I told you not to be on that channel. I know you did. Thank you. You did. You did. You told me not to be there. Her voice is just like I said. How can I say it any better? It's holy water. It's when you listen to it, you cherish it. You understand it. You absorb it, and you just enjoy it. And it's something that's precious that you want to protect as a friend, an experience to say, wow, Rhonda, I still got it. I could pick up through people's energy how beautiful you Lola is. And then speaking to her on the phone, it really took me on a whole higher level because it was just, really just resonated who she really is. You can tell when she chats how she carries herself so beautifully and disciplined and loving and smart and with a lot of power, and control, yet beautiful, just beautiful. You can be powerful and beautiful. And when I say powerful, it's a type of power you want to be around, because I'm like that. And I just thought that was beautiful. Shout out to that experience and the honor of talking to Lola on the phone. I would treasure that for the rest of my life. That's just what it is. I just treasure her for the rest of my life. So I wanted to share my experience. I was degraded and insulted with misogyny and racist attacks by Twits Digger. And I say that name because to me it's important to be transparent and not beat around the bush. If I love you, if you're my friend, and I know that those that were a part of that circle, trust me, I'm sure they're hanging around my channel like buzzards because they want to see what I got to say about it. They're nosy, and then sometimes there's no way to really block certain subscribers. There's no way to block. I could block them, but it doesn't mean that they can be blocked from my channel. They can't. But there's like what we've called them particularly, and I'm not saying all Eagles fans. I'm just saying those people. What's funny? Why did he come out? He like that Mark's channel because he's a snake. He comes out like that because he does things sneakily. Is that a word? He's very sneaky. If you're in his circle, and if even on Mark's channel, if he feels that he has momentum in his favor, he will do that. He's a very, he doesn't matter to me. But I'd like to share with you what he said. That's what matters to me. And not because of what he said to me doesn't matter, but it matters to me to share it because it's important for people to know about this, whether this rocks your boat or not. So anyway, they're giving examples. So I was in the chat room, and the first thing, I mean, I was talking my trash, but not disrespecting anybody's race. You know what I'm saying? Or went that low. But I'm just going to read it out to you. And I'm gonna try to blurb out some things because it's too dark to just. I don't want to compromise my channel. So anyway, I'm just in a chat room. The first thing he writes is, I have it time stamped and everything. Rhonda is a mod over at Homer's channel and a bad one, timing people out for no reason. That's the first thing he wrote to me. I mean, chatted to me. I'm just sitting in the cut. Whatever it is, boy, I trigger the hell out of him. And I'm not saying it's a fault of mine because I trigger the hell out of him. It's a fault and a deeply flaw of his because he's too lazy to do any work on himself. That's what he said. The second one, he said, Rhonda, same CUNT that tried to tell 500 to take my wrench away. And that's false. I did not try to take his wrench away. I was being attacked by Philly D and Twits Digger. Twits Digger has a way of egging people along. The other one says at 4:10 p.m., yeah, you're a bad one. So that's him using that language to trigger people who don't know me, but to trigger them. He says, go cry, broke track, black retard. And when he said go cry, I think he was intimidated by me reporting all of this. Of course, I'm going to have a record of it. I mean, what? So, go cry, broke track, black retard. The next one at 4:12, YouTube wants other opinions and not censor people to grow a channel. Dope. I'm going to interpret what he's meant because he's illiterate. So basically, what he's trying to say, oh, well, YouTube wants people's opinions and they don't want you to censor people. And understand those are trigger words for people who are MAGA because he knows how to use code words to be racially insensitive and create an anger amongst his circle to create an environment of a lynch mob mentality. So when he used censor, they're against censorship. Oh my God, you censor? You're kicking me out. You're a cancel. You're a cancel culture. And the reason why Dan Salio, that's a trigger for him, because on his channel, from what I'm hearing, that people have attacked him, probably unfairly, maybe. I don't know. I don't know him. I don't know him like that. I don't want to know him like that. But I'm just saying, whatever the manipulation was about was to trigger Twits Digger has a way, and Philly D, even though this is about Twits Digger, he has a way to pull out those triggers and use that to weaponize against you. The next one is Rhonda. Mark asked people to stop timing out Killa, and I put Lola on timeout to never gonna say sorry for listening to him. Go cry now. Okay, so let me interpret that in English for you. What he's saying in English is he's name dropping Mark, which Mark doesn't want to be in this. He shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? He's not in this. Um, and he name drops people. And then he brings up Lola, which is something happened so long ago. This man is still carrying this weight on his shoulders, like just some pansy stuff. And sometimes the reason why I bring this up too, it's not to expect anything from trash. This is why I'm talking about this. Is that don't have expectations off, from things like that. Stop. Put your energy into something else. And just like Lola was saying, I don't need his apology. People, when there are people out there too that use apology as a way to be, as a part of their narcissistic personalities. And if you're narcissistic, do some research on that it's toxic as hell. And it comes with a whole buttload of shit. Because let me read in the chat. Let me do some catch up here. Lola says, me complimenting her voice. Yes, I do love you. I told you not to be on that channel. Yes, you did. And Lola says, what's funny? Why don't he come at you like that on Mark's channel? Right. And so they timed you out for no reason. Same thing he says people do to him. So they didn't time me out. No, they didn't time me out, but there was a lynch mob mentality. Lola said, did I not tell his ass then why Mark took Crybaby's wrench away? Miss me with that. Mark did. Mark did take his wrench from him a long, long time ago. Yeah, for timing out Lola. And you might say, oh my God, this is petty. I don't think things are petty when it's concerning something that matters to you. And to water down, and I'm not saying this was said in chat. It was a thought. No one said this in chat. I'm just saying how you can kind of hear from your third eye what people will say, oh, this is petty. And it's not. Because what happens, sometimes people say it's petty, or they'll say, you're going to cry, blah, 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 is to really water down the emphasis and the power that you carry. It's to water that down. And it's also to water down the seriousness of the situation. It's manipulative. It's narcissistic. And my battery's trying to go down on my phone. On my tablet. So I'm not finished reading this. I have a whole list of things. I'll be back. I'm going to go get my charger so I can have a backup charger for my tablet because I'm so relaxed sitting here talking to you all. I'll be back. Let me go get my backup, okay? Because it's saying my battery is low. I'll be right back. Okay. I'll be right back. Oh, y'all, I forgot that quick that I had y'all on pause. Sorry. I'm on my way back. It's worth the wait. Trust me. It's worth the wait. It's worth the wait. Okay, I'm trying to get my devices plugged in. um, oh my God. Sorry, I'm yarning. Whew. Okay. Okay. Plug my mic to use my charger. Sorry about that. That's just life. That's the life of a YouTuber. Life of a YouTuber. We have to depend on the internet. Yep. We do. We do. We do. Okay. Okay, I need extension cord, I guess. You know, what's so awesome when you go through things like this is that you have to go through it live in order to, God dang it, in order to understand how it can be better for you next time. Now see my hair. Okay. I don't know if this is going to work. Okay. I'm here. What I'm kind of frustrated about, I had to get out of my comfort zone, and that I had to disconnect my mic. I'm trying to adjust some things. Okay. I'm gonna have to get an extension cord. This thing's about to hit me in my head. I want to fix this so I don't have to worry about it again. And then the only thing is that I had to disconnect my mic. Just want to see if I have an extension cord for this. Okay. That's the thing. I know I've heard some people, they want to be YouTube content creators. So you all can observe and just also watch sometimes what the challenges I have to go through. And the thing is that, you know, you learn to get your backup devices. You learn what you need. You learn through being live, and that making mistakes is not a mistake. You know, it's a learning in progress. Okay. So I had to take off the mic. Can y'all still hear me? Because I had to disconnect my mic. God. I love my mic. I was thinking there's no other way to do this. I had a backup battery, but the mic has to be attached to the computer. The mic has to be attached to my tablet, so there's no working around that. So I'm having to use the mic. I have to talk louder, I guess. Can y'all hear me? I have to talk louder. Hey Daydream, I missed you too. Mwah! Thank you for being here. I missed you too. So y'all know when I plug in, that means I plan to be on here longer. right? When I plug in, it's like, okay, I got to get things fixed where I could be on here longer. And then when hubby comes in here, I ask him to crystal clear. Really, Mike? Wow. Okay. Well, thank you. That made me feel better because I'm really big on making sure you can see me and making sure you can hear me, and that's something I've been tweaking all year when it came to updating my devices. Okay. So I'm going to read to you the other slander attacks just from him. It was from many people, but they don't know me. And he don't know me either. But I just want to give you an example. Not examples, I mean actually what was said. I didn't write anything back at him and called him names at all. I didn't respond. And it seems like as the live chat went on and on, it got worse amongst themselves. And that's called narcissistic people. When they feel you're not in front of them to abuse and you remove yourself from that, they become angrier because that's what narcissistic people do. They need you to be around to feed from how they are dumping on you and affecting you, right? They want to see you and affect you in a negative way. But when you remove yourself, then they fight amongst themselves. And that's how you win in working with, or not working with them, but removing yourself from narcissistic energy and people, period. Family members, relationships, whatever's going on, bosses. Okay, so, and then on and on, he goes, you dumb bitches act like it's your channel and not. Okay, I'm gonna read this in English. Y'all know how he, by now, this is how he talks. You can't understand how he writes, right? But I'm just gonna translate it for you. You dumb bitches act like it's your channel and not Mark's. Get real. Right there reveals he doesn't like women. Obviously, that's why he's single, because he doesn't get along well with others. And then there is a guy named James Jones. I don't know him, but he was decent. And he said, Rhonda, don't take that shit. Oh, yeah. Yeah. He said, you dumb bitches act like it's your channel and not Mark's channel. And it's in the chat. It's in the link. And if it gets removed, I have a copy of it. And have timestamp chat replay. This is not about trying to intimidate anybody. It's smart, right? You throw out all these insults, and I mean, then handle it. I'm gonna copy it and I'm gonna save it. And if I want to, probably forward it to corporate YouTube, which I have done some things. And I'm like that with... Yeah, I saw that, Mike. Let me go back and read my chat. He tried to bully you in that channel. He would not do that in Mark's. Okay, wait, let's see. Okay, so they didn't have you on timeout. Right. We're here. Thank you. Thank you, Mike. It does matter to me. It does matter to me. Thank you. I wish I was in my bed. No. And then Mike said, gotcha. And then Daydream, shout out again. And also Najalista. He called us bitches. Mark did address this in one of his videos. Yes, I saw that. Thank you. Shout out to Mark, because it's what Mark doesn't say. You know it pissed him off. You know it did. But not because it was me. Because it was just, awful. What he said. Next one is, you dumb bitches, you act like it's your channel, it's not Mark's. And then that's him misogyny, that's him catering to that. And then James Jones, make a note of him. Rhonda, don't take that shit. And then Toots Digger said, Rhonda, the same cunt that tried to tell 500 to take my wrench away, which is not true. Think about this. What kind of power do I have to tell Philly 500 to take Twits Digger's wrench away? Don't that tell you that he's reaching? And he doesn't realize that people are going to check chat replays? I mean, yeah. And then I'll be honest with you. I don't know if I'm able to control myself when I see him. I understand. Just you look, he's and I love you for that, Lola. I know, but don't even don't compromise yourself and don't put yourself in a situation. Even though I lost it with him, what he did to you. But let me tell you, I wouldn't want just being your sister and your friend, besties. I wouldn't give him that energy because him being a narcissist, he feeds from that. Because he'll take that attention. See, he's not normal like you. He'll take that attention and he feeds from it and he feels special. And then he will turn around and make himself the victim. He'll make himself the victim. And then what he'll do, he'll make himself the victim and he'll build sympathy on his end because that's the kind of circle he's around. And he will put out lies to prove his argument. And he doesn't have an accurate argument. But if we noticed with this election, I'm sure he is, hopefully he can learn something, which I don't expect it because I don't have any expectations of trash, right? But when I say narcissism, narcissists, they feed from that. And when you remove yourself from the circle, trust me, the pressure he will receive is really not anyone saying anything, except if Mark does. Then he has the power because it's his channel, right? My light's going out. It's okay. Yeah. So you all can still see me. I'm in front of my but as far as what your power can be, if you don't, you do what you want. But if you don't do what you want, right? But with narcissists, if you don't address them and just remove yourself, then they become more paranoid in their own darkness, right? They're like, oh shit, she didn't say anything to me. Oh my God, she shouted me out. She said hi. I mean, I wouldn't go that far for me to be nice to him, right? Sometimes with narcissists, you just don't say anything to them, right? Because they're stalkers too, right? They're stalkers. They're just really just, ugh. They're clingy and they're cringy, you know? I'm not saying this because I'm verbally attacking him back. I'm just really identifying it with facts, right? He gets upset with me because I can identify that, and that's what narcissists don't like either. It's kind of like narcissist is like a ghost, okay? And a ghost will keep haunting you. For example, I love movies, so I'll talk about that. I'll use that analogy. A ghost will haunt you. That's what they do. Have you noticed when the person figures out the ghost, identifies the ghost, what does the ghost start doing? Haunting you more. Like, oh snap, they saw me, they got me on camera, I'm going to haunt them more. And not only am I going to haunt them, I'm going to haunt everybody associated with them. He's a ghost. But he doesn't have relevance. It's why through being a narcissist, he finds relevance. Through wrenches, being a mod, being loyal to his fan base to the extent where it's not like loyal fan base. It's more like Um, it's more like he feeds from it to give him his sense of security that he needs to feel validated. And that's what he's like. It's not like, oh, I'm around a cowboy and I get this great energy. That's why he's around cowboys all the time and he's an Eagles fan. It's not for friendship. It's for his need as a narcissist to throw out below the belt comments and to continue to shit on you because narcissists always vomit. They always vomit everywhere they go. They're diarrhea from both ends. They're shitting from both ends. So they're constantly, you understand? Verbal abuse, assaults, misogyny, anything that's negative, they just dump. And he's that, and he think he's clever, and that's what narcissists believe too. Narcissists believe that they're clever, and they don't know that we see right through people like that, or they're not even animals. Animals are much better than that. Animals is God's creatures, right? So they're not animals. And then he used the word retard. So maybe it could be that people call him out as using that word when it's not a word you should be using. That's also insensitive. He doesn't, And then he goes, Rhonda, same cunt that tried to tell 500, take my wrench away. I can't, number one, I can't tell. I repeated this because I can't tell Philly 500 to take his Philadelphia Eagles mods away. Doesn't that tell you he's reaching? He's like far reaching, right? And then someone else says, Prince Swazi, he's a mod there. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. I expect that. I'm in Eagles room, but I'm not saying anything. They're just coming at me as a lynch mob. I'm just one person, right? Supporting Mark, and they don't like that. And then it's not that they don't like me because I support Mark. They don't like me because, okay, I'm a woman. I'm a woman of color. And they don't like me because I'm intelligent. And intelligence can intimidate a lot of people. Just you being intelligent. Just for you being able to read. Just for you, they can be intimidated because they can't be you. And they'll hate you because they want to be your friend. They want to be like you, but they can't. And it is that kindergartenish. It is that simple. It's not really that complicated. And then Twisted Digger said, silts, I guess they called Dan Salio silts. Sorry, don't like to use it either, but it was appropriate. And the reason why I said that because Dan Salio said, I don't like using that word cunt. And I think he said something about his aunt or somebody in his family. He just don't use it because his family watches that. And in other words, he just said what he said. I don't have to explain him. And then another moderator called Abe, ABE, said, Rhonda, you're not welcome here. Okay, I don't want to be welcome there. I don't feel like you all. I don't feel like their need to be around cowboys, right, when they're Eagle fans. I don't have that need. And then Jacob Sports, who seems to be owner of the channel, came in and said, Rhonda, welcome to the Thunderdome. Okay. And, okay, it's a Thunderdome. Okay. I'm channeling Tina Turner's hairstyle and, whatever. And then the reason why Jacob said that, because what I had done was I joined as a member. Of course, I moved my membership. But I wanted that to flash. Rhonda's member. You can be powerful and don't say anything. Oh my God, what did I do that for? They just like went crazy. People are like, oh my God, you're still talking about Rhonda? Then he goes, and then Jacob Sports puts on this gravy bullshit gravy. Oh, I love all memberships. Y'all can't make me hate Rhonda. Um, and then Twits Digger says, you gotta grab her by the pussy. She loves Kamala. Oh, doesn't that sound kind of Trumpy? Okay. And then Jacob says, ready. She says, I'm ready. Jacob Sports says, I'm ready for this email. I love hate mail. So I guess he was thinking I was going to email him because I did make it public. I'm going to send you an email. What kind of person would I be to think that I could send something to somebody who don't give a shit about me? I don't give a fuck about them. I mean, I'm not. See, that's where my intelligence is higher than them. But they think I'm going to send them an email. And then he says something like, Twist Digger says, Xander, I need you to read it out tomorrow. So Twist Digger was saying pretty much if I send the email, then he wanted that Twist Digger wanted him to read my email to them because narcissists, they can't help themselves. They can, but they don't care to help themselves. So he wanted to know. Paranoia. And then Jacob Sports says, I'll show it tomorrow, Zeal. But I got a feeling no email is coming. Oh, you got that feeling? Okay. And then, but then I wanted to expand a little bit about Dan Saleo. That he said that he tries not to cancel everything. He's an anti-cancel culture. Starts to ask what's going on in the chat room. And, of course, he doesn't know. You know, he doesn't know details. And I don't know Dan Saleo, and I don't care from him at all. I don't. But I'm just reading to you his response, right? And he doesn't like the word cunt, okay? Because his aunt watches his channel. I think he said aunt. Don't quote me on that. But anyway, he was like, oh, that he will that he would never cancel Twits Digger, and he's there. Twits Digger's there 4 hours every day, and he's not gonna ever cancel Twiz. Kind of overreacting there. No one's asked you to do that, but okay. He's been there 4 hours every day. God damn, man, you don't have a life. I mean, I know I'm here all the time, but shit. And then also my thoughts quickly. I'm going to say Twits Digger starts to. I mean, I think the name is strange. Twits a Jigga. So he think he's channeling Beyonce's husband, I guess. Jigga, Jigaboo, Jigga. I don't know. I can't think like that. I don't want to work. So anyway, he starts the attacks by triggering people in the chat. Just letting you know this is his style. He used triggers to trigger people in the chat. And the creator whoever the person who owns the mic, the content creator, he triggers the host, the owner, with words such as cancel, a moderator who abuses their power, and he timed me out. Because for people like him and that circle, those are like, just let you know, like MAGA words. Don't be canceling me out. Don't be putting me on timeout. It's just something, boy. It's a whole another level of prejudice for them. Just to be prejudiced against anybody who does that, anybody who has some type of intellect or an ability to remove yourself from their mess and get angrier. They get angry when you do that. So just to give you an update, I say this on the positive. And let me go back to the chat. Catching up on the chat. I tried looking at the live stream on Jacob Sports. Okay, so Lola says, I'll be a bitch, all right. Lola says, I'll be honest, I don't know if I'm be able to control. Yes, you will. Do what you want, though. Um, and then Michael Down says, I tried looking at the live stream on Jacob Sports, but they only had the top messages on the replay for Salil's segment with Mark and Philly 500. Okay. Oh. That's called provoking people. And then Lola says, no, probably watching now. Oh, he's probably watching now. Okay. And then energy drainers, right? And then Lola's shaking her head, and dollar talks and shit walks, right? And Mike Aldana says Twits brings controversy, and that's how Mark's name came up. His Salil's chat via showing up on Salil's show. Oh, okay. See, I don't know the history, but that's enlightening. My lips dry out. I have to put moisturizer on it. I'm not trying to look sexy, even though I know I am. So I just wanted to bring that up. I do have on there where I'm going to post the link. You know, if y'all want to check out the Usher, baby. Hoo, put it right there. Boom. Put it right there. All right, it's a thing, y'all know. It's a short that I put out there where the good girl shows up at the Usher concerts, right? And the cherry, describing the cherry resembling to, okay, nutsack. Damn, it's so hard for me to like, you know, I just can't like go around the beat around the bush. Just gotta like tell you, like. All right, so that was about that, which is I wanted to share with you all, and I'll be posting the link and the video too, because I have a copy of the video. And if there's more things you all want to get, if you all are like me, if you like psychology, if you like breaking down things, you like to study it, you know what I'm saying? So you know the assholes are out there, and you could psychological break down things, because that's what we have here in our YouTube channel, and subscribers here, my friends, my family. You all are change agents. You're thinkers. Yeah, you're thinkers. And let me see, what does the chat say? Usher. And then Michael Dan says, Rhonda was talking about the lynch mob mentality, and I'm currently watching Mississippi Burn. Woo, you're digesting a lot over there, Mike. You're watching Mississippi Burning. Woo, hot. Yeah, it's a lynch mob mentality. What's that? And I just said to myself, Rhonda, just don't be over there. Lola warned me. She's like, right? So, yeah, thank you for warning me. I appreciate that. So I don't know if y'all have anything else to chat about. I moved the movie. We're not going to have any movies for Saturday. Yeah. Hubby and I in the Christmas spirit. We're going to do some things together. Yeah. But the next Saturday, I'm coming at you with some really great Christmas stuff. Oh my God, yes. Yeah, I'm going to make up for not being around this upcoming Saturday, but I will be back on December the 14th. I'll be back every day. I mean, yeah. But I thought, well, let me schedule, you know, a movie this Saturday, the 7th. But I thought, no, the thing is that we want to be there with people. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to schedule it. We're not there. So, you know, it's not all about the analytics. Makada said there's going to be a lot of college football. What? Oh, give me some football, baby. Playoffs? Are we talking about playoffs? I don't know. We could be. Hi, I'm Rhonda. If you're just peeping in, please take off your shoes once you enter our abode. And make sure that you smash that like. And even if I have people who don't like my politics, I'm not here for just you. Oh my God. Would it make sense for me to create a channel that's for me and about me, and others who like me, or and I like them? I mean, gosh, can't expect all that from me. God, it's too hard. It's just too hard to try to please everybody. I mean, the enemies you could just sweep under somewhere. Anyway, any new news about this woman in Pennsylvania? I think it's Pennsylvania, who fell down a sinkhole. The grandma was looking for a cat. She's, I think, 65 years old. I'm not saying was because they haven't found her body yet. She fell down, I think, a 30-foot sinkhole looking for her cat. Yeah. Bye-bye. I'll see you later. If you're going to be on Mark's channel, I will be on there. Happy day off, Michael Don. I'll be there tonight. 65-year-old grandma. She went looking for her cat at night. I think the cat is okay. The granddaughter is okay. The grandmother had her to stay in the car while grandma got out of the car and went walking around. Okay, there's a sinkhole. It's dark. She didn't see the sinkhole. She fell down a 30-foot sinkhole. There have been miners, construction people, law enforcement, neighbors, everybody you can name, putting together whatever they need to put together to try to find her body. Well, I think it's been 2.5 days, maybe. They haven't. They found her shoe. They haven't found her. So I think it's moved from a rescue to a recover now. Yeah. So it's been on the news. I've watched some live footage on it. Just hoping that they'll find her. But moving right along, Rhonda. I try to move right along. I do work on my anxiety. I do work on that stuff. So I don't get so caught up in that because I know I could just wither on down into people's, because I'm empath. I'm not a toxic empath. Okay, I'm not toxic. I mean, I'm like, I'll cut your ass off with great joy. So I'm not toxic. I'm a healthy empath. Yeah, I'm an empath with cherries. So I think that was all I wanted to pretty elaborate on was Tanya actually, former mayor of, I don't know if she's still mayor, but they pushed her off the ballot, of course. She's not going to be on the ballot. However, people in, it's not Chicago, but it's in Illinois, they can still do a write-in ballot of her. They can still write her in. But y'all Google and just look up her trifling ways. The way I describe it, it ain't strong enough. She's charged with sexual assaulting someone in Las Vegas. I think sexually assaulting a woman. Yes, sexual assault. She stole a lot of money from the city. Her and her boyfriends made millions of dollars off the city by stealing. She calls out people by just ugly names when they have open session. And she had power of the mayor, y'all. Because she was what? She was keeping it real. Y'all stop voting for people that you think is keeping it real. Please look at their effing credentials, will you? Credentials don't necessarily have to be a master's or a doctorate degree. Let it be credentials that they got effing common sense. And common doesn't mean it's common for everybody. But my God. Just because you think someone's keeping it real, that's your justification for voting someone in office? That someone has the keys to start a war in your community and they are the boss of the chief of police? You want them to make decisions? For them to sit up there and get police officers to come into your home and start shooting up shit? You'll give someone the key to that? You're giving people the key, and I'm not saying we as a country voted for Trump. No, we did not. So a lot of people voted for Kamala, and votes are still coming in too, by the way. That not necessarily did she win a strong popular vote. No, she did not. I'm not spreading out fake news, and I'm not in denial. But again, I don't trust the voting system, okay? Because there are some people went around and start burning up ballot boxes, set them on fire with people's ballots in there. How many suckers did they burn up? That makes a difference. Inches make a difference. They do. They make a difference. Inches make a difference. Inches matter. So what the F is going on with the mentality today that you want to vote in filth? Yeah, she's a Democrat. Tanya is a Democrat. Doesn't mean shit. If you're trash, if you're ratchet, twits digger, then that's what you're like a pig in mud, even though pigs are smart. So sorry, pigs, if I insult you. I wasn't trying to. Pigs are very smart. I used to own potbelly pigs. Oh my God. Okay, but seriously, when we start voting ratchetness in office, when we start voting in trash, when we start giving people wrenches, we start giving people power, and they're trash, and they're filth, and they're keeping it real, then what the hell does this mean for your safety and security as an American citizen, as for your rights, as for democracy? What does this mean? Does this mean because you think he has a list, that Trump has a list of people that he's going to say, oh, well, they're Hispanic, but they're hard workers? He ain't going to give a damn about that. He just wants to get rid of you because of your color. Because Hispanics out there that voted Republican, if you think Trump loves you, he don't. He really didn't need your numbers. He just needed bragging rights. He didn't need that. He got 80 million people who were registered in 2020 who did not vote. He knew there was a larger percentage of his kind of people, which means MAGA thinkers, make America great again. He knew there was some potential to get them off their roach-infested couches, and he tapped into them and massaged them and gave them, made them feel rich, popular, and special. They got off the couch. That population. And what was something else that was hilarious, that's real, that's very real, people, that Republicans played a lot of people who were putting out that they were voting Democrat and they were flipping the script. I mean, we know the sincerity of those. But also, the MAGA supporters didn't put up a lot of signs in their yards. They didn't hang the flags up like the other election, because it was their way of coming together and what they felt throwing off the momentum of people blowing heat, making their block hot. They didn't want none of that. The block was hot, too hot for them. They're so used to being undercover and sneaky and slimy, and snakes even have better class than that. So Mike says, I saw Mike Johnson wants to get rid of PBS, left-wing media, and Planned Parenthood. Right on cue with Project 2025. Exactly, Mike Aldana. It's right on cue. For y'all out there, like, stomping the pavement and saying all this stuff was fake, guess what? What the Republicans do? Sent you some money? Did you apply for a Republican MAGA grant? They sent you some money to be their spokesperson? Because that's what I feel a lot of YouTube creators did. because that's what happens. It's not illegal. Roland Martin, Al Sharpton, they received money from the Democrat Party to use that money to create commercials and use their format to promote their political agenda. It's legal. So what the Republicans did, they didn't put the flags out there. They didn't make themselves as transparent because that's not how they work. It doesn't be like that for them. They build their shit on lies, and they love lies. They love being filthy. They love being liars. And they don't, everything how you think, don't break your brains. Because it's not how you think. Leave it alone. I mean, yeah, study about it, be informed, but don't try to think, oh my God, I don't understand why they did this. Stop thinking from your brain because it's not of you. You see? And then you have a lot of black people who like Trump that claim they didn't vote for Trump. But guess what? You didn't vote for Kamala either. You didn't vote for Biden. And you probably hadn't voted your whole effing entire messed up life. So don't come at me, Carter Show Sports. Don't come at me and say, oh, I'm black and I didn't vote for Trump. It's what you didn't say. You didn't say you voted number one. You didn't tell me who you voted for, which I don't give a effing rat's ass. But Carter Show Sports, you're for Trump because he was able to get under your skin when it came to him talking about LGBTQ and transgender and the bathroom bill. And oh my God, you know, kidnapping kids in school and changing their sex. That shit's lies. And if that's what you want to believe in, that I don't care if you're Democrat or Republican. What it matters to me is that what's common to you is not a good fit for my common sense. It hurts my brain because you're dumb as fuck.